715160. The Generation X comic books, $21.50, the QVC price. Now, straight on to Witchblade.
Witchblade.
There are 3, 2 unsigned and 1 signed.
Yeah, Witchblade comic book autographed by the writer David Wall. This is a penciled cover by Mike Turner.
And it's a special artwork on this, isn't it?
It's computer airbrushed by Brian Haberlin. It's a process that is new. It is autographed by David Wall. There's his signature. And look, not only, look at this beautiful artwork. Witchblade is tearing up the chart in the United States. The Witchblade is the sorcery armor upon a person. And that right now, the Witchblade has attached itself to this New York City police officer, and she has become the Witchblade.
Isn't it amazing how they all have wonderful figures in these books?
I happen to like it myself. Maybe I'm a little prejudiced.
I can't understand why. Actually, wasn't she a character in the crossover
Yes, in the She Cyblade that we had on last year was the first appearance, and we sold out of the She Cyblade. And here's your chance. If you did not get the She Cyblade that we had on last year, here's your opportunity to get Witchblade #1 autographed by David Wall.
And that's a limited series of only 1,250. And now the other 2 that you get, again, more cheesecake. She's forgotten to put her underwear on this one.
Nah, you just don't see it from the side. Glory and Friends, and I'd like to meet her friends. Christmas special. Where's the mistletoe at, ladies and gentlemen? You know, Debbie likes to tease about the fact about the cheesecake, but you know, I notice all the men drawn in comics have muscles that are bulging out.
Yeah, right.
Then you get Misery #1. You get another add-on. You get Misery #1, which is the first appearance of the new character Misery, which will be joining the Image ranks soon. And here's a Valentine's Day shot of Misery.
And that she's called Misery, is she?
She's called Misery.
There's a contradiction in terms. £19.50 if you'd like this set. The Witchblade comic book that's signed, $12.50 limited series, and 2 extras as well, 715162. The Batman comic is after the break. We're picking up the pace. We're trying to fit everything in. Batman poster stories after the break. We still have Star Wars and the Infinity Crusade. Well, what's left of them? Don't go away. We haven't got any time to keep you updated on everything else, so please, if you want something, you've seen the item number, make sure you get in quickly because everything's selling well. You have to wait to the review to get update, and it might be limited or sold out by then. This, however, limited to only 1,500 copies, a limited series poster. New territory for Dynamic
That's
Forces.
right. First time we brought a poster to QVC, signed by Kevin Nolan. As we mentioned before, real quick, Azreal becomes Batman, decides that the Bruce Wayne Batman costume is too wimpy for him. So what does he do? He designs himself a new armor, and he tears the old Bruce Wayne costume apart. This is Jean Paul as the new Batman from 2 years ago. We found these posters, and we got them autographed. Here you go, Kevin Nolan. Hang it up, get it framed. And if you're wondering how you get this poster rolled up, obviously, it's as mint as it can get because we had to unroll them to get them all autographed and then re-roll them. It comes with a certificate of authenticity, and it comes mailed to you in a tube.
Yeah, so it's protected. There's that certificate of authenticity. You could actually have this in one corner and put it, obviously don't sit on yours first. If you, if you want it on display in your home, you can get those very, very big acrylic display units, can't you, the poster frame?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can.
You shouldn't have any problems. It's 22 inches wide and 34 inches long and features Azreal holding the torn Batman costume. And for people that aren't familiar with the fact that Batman actually died in the comic book series.
No, his back was broken. His back was broken. Bruce Wayne cannot be the Batman. He passed the mantle of the Batman over to Jean Paul, and here's his signature. And what happened was that as Bruce Wayne was trying to rehabilitate his back so that he could re-become the Batman, Jean Paul decided that the Bruce Wayne Batman costume was too weak, which is why Bruce Wayne was hurt. So he had to do a new armor for himself.
Fantastic. If you'd like yours, 715020, signed at the top, only £14. Limited edition certificate as well on a poster, very unusual. And also, don't forget, all of your limited series certificates are signed by Nicola Barucci. Now, quick update on something else, just very quickly. 715021 is the item number, selling very, very fast, now very low stock. The Uncanny X-Men and New Teen Titans comic, 715021, and this, and 2/3 of this have sold. And I know also our X-Files one. If you've got any time, we'll go back, any time at the end, we'll go back to the X-Files. It's selling very, very well. Two-thirds of the stock has gone now on this. It's appearing for the first time. It's a Star Wars comic, and you all know how much we love our Star Wars here at QVC. We have an hour of Star Wars products every so often when new products allow. 714709 is the item number of something that might not even make it to the Star Wars hour if the stock sells out completely. Nick, remind us about the story behind this.
Splinter of the Mind's Eye, autographed by Terry Austin and Chris Sprouse, comes with a certificate of authenticity with a bag and backing board. It's based on the classic novel by Alan Dean Foster. Deep in the swamplands of the planet Mimban lies a powerful crystal capable of giving its possessor an invincibly mastery of the Force. In the right hands, it could save the galaxy, but in the wrong hands, it could destroy it. While the explosion of the first Death Star still reverberates through the cosmos, Luke Skywalker finds that the war he thought he won was only a battle, and that the dark side of the Force still stalks the galaxy. Splinter of the Mind's Eye was the first official sequel to Star Wars A New Hope, but became somewhat of a curiosity after the release of Empire Strikes Back, which presented certain differences in continuity.
It's actually limited stock, Nick. We think it's going to sell out, and just show you one little teaser of a
I don't want to know about that.
I may only be a stupid farm boy, but somehow I'll keep you from harm.
Hopefully that's all he did.
Before he discovered that she was his sister. £19, limited stock, 714709, the Star Wars comic, brand new. We don't think it will be there for very long. Now we're on to the Infinity Crusade, the comic book set. Darren earlier on spoke to us about it. Almost half the stock has gone now. It's sold out immediately the first time it was on air when Nick was last here. We bought it back for you for so many people who were disappointed. Now, you get 24 random comics. Their face value is $48, more or less, and that means that they're worth roughly 28, 30 pounds?
At least 30 pounds. I mean, basically, if you look at it, these are random comic books. You have this comic book, which was $4, which is about £2.80. This comic book, which is $1.25, about a pound. $1.75, about a pound. $3.90, $3.50, another X-Men. These are all random. You may get these, you may not. Factor X, Astonishing X-Men, X-Men 30, a lot of X-Men. Marvel Comics.
Yours, of course, may be these and maybe others.
Not.
You get 24 random comics unsigned. And you get, very importantly, and we've only got about a minute to talk about this, the Infinity Crusade set.
The Goddess gets the heroes that are more spiritually inclined to fight her battles against the heroes that are not as spiritually inclined. You
and
get
this is
the
a
certificate.
Six-part series.
Six-part series. All the numbers on the comics match, and they match the number on the certificate. All 6 comics are autographed by Ron Lim. 45 pounds. It's basically £1.50 per comic.
And that's without
30
the
comics. That's without the signatures. With the signatures, it comes in the binder. Look how beautiful it is. 6 parts, you get the whole story right here. So if you're thinking about buying a present for a friend, this is a perfect collection. It's you get 6 guaranteed comics, 24 random comics right here, all in one non-stop shopping.
And you get the Dynamic Forces ring binder, £45 for that massive set. What a bargain. 714737 brings us to the end of the hour. Over half the stock has gone. Be fast. Let's have a quick look back because we've got an update on many of the items. We started with the X-Files Nightmare of History comic book. Over half the stock's gone. We had loads of these. Please get it if you want it. 714710. And this one is actually limited to only 1,500 copies, signed by Stefan Petruka. The 12th comic book
the
in
one-year
the series.
anniversary. The one-year anniversary. And it wraps up all the plot lines from the first year.
Mm-hmm. And that's the first item, £19, and X-Files always popular. Buy it now if you want it. 714710. DEFCON. Oh, Infinity Crusade, we're doing that next. £45. Quick reminder, 714737. Over half the stock gone. We also had lots of other premieres. The DEFCON comic book, 1950, limited stock.
If you buy it, this is the only show it'll be available on. If you're having second thoughts, it will not be back after this show. These are the last 25 copies that we have available here this evening.
We also had the X-Men Milestone comic, and this was so important. It sold very well. Nearly half the stock has gone, and it's signed by
Jack Kirby, the creator of the X-Men.
And he died 2 years ago. You will not be able to get anything like this again, and it was a reprint from something from 1963. Very, very sought after. 714139. Spider-Man sold out completely. It won't be back at all, but we still have a few Generation X comic books, 2 of those. Limited stock though, $21.50 for 2, and they're both signed, 715160. The next one, X-Men and Teen Titans, has sold out. Well done everyone who got it. We had Witchblade, which was 3 books, all first prints, one of them signed, featuring the new character, which appeared in She-Side Blade. Plus we had the Batman poster. Half of Batman has gone, £14, 715020. Star Wars is now sold out completely. Sorry about that. 715709 is gone. And Infinity Crusade, we reminded you of the details, is selling very quickly. 714737. Nick, when are you back?
I'll be back next month, end of April.
And hopefully with some of the items that people have asked for.
Definitely. Send your letters in.
Keep your letters coming in. QVC London, SW8. Thanks.